Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It ain't that much chapstick in there, that's why I just keep kind of what you call it. I don't know what the other one is. Alright. That's the headband going. That spiritual protection. Making sure I'm protecting the crown. Alright. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your chief, Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits. What's up, Bandit? How you feeling? Talk to me. What's going on? What's the energy for today? Thank you for your time, energy, patience, your attention. When you tap in, leave that light, you know what I'm saying? Let's engage. I definitely posted a new music video mashup, the show I've been working on for the past few days. So the thumbnail for today is a screenshot from the music video mashup, the short that I did today. So please make sure you check that out. And so I've done my art for the day. Now I'm about to go ahead and just do the energy tarot read and see what's going on. Thank you for the light. I appreciate that. I'm straight and alright. So tell me what's new, man. It's Friday. What's going on for the weekend? What's the plans for the weekend? As always, shameless plug. Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. And your boy right there. It's filled with quotes, my response to the quote, and on the other side it gives you a chance to journal. And so the goal and idea is that when we cross paths, we'll be able to take a Polaroid picture together. I'll keep that in the book. You sign my book, I'll sign your book. Leave some positivity and some memoirs, some souvenirs about what we did, our experience, and just a way that we can immortalize our time together. Alright? So Tangential Thoughts, and if I happen to smoke a cigar, you know what's going in there. Or if you got a business card, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? So Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. It's version 2 is out as well. Project Extinction, PJ, Project Space XTN, CTN. Project Extinction is version 2. Version 3 I'm working on. What you got planned for the weekend, bro? What's your moves? It's Friday. I know you happy to be out, you know what I'm saying? You get some free time to yourself. Alright, so first we're gonna start with the Archeo deck. We're gonna start with this Archeo deck and see which archetype, which part of ourselves, because there are different versions of you. And so we want to see which part of us needs to show up for today as we navigate through the energy and navigate through the waters. So what part of us needs to show up for today? What part of us needs to show up for today? All right. First one we got is that intimate card. Now this is a card of, yeah, we wear these fancy clothes, we got all these threads on, we got these titles of a teacher, student, lawyer, doctor, healer, therapist, psychologist, you know what I'm saying, nurse, I'm saying all these health ones, trying to do some other ones, stylist, editor. It's all these titles that we have, but when we go to sleep at night, we take those clothes off, we don't have that title anymore, it's just us, we're human. And so the intimate card is, once we remove all that mask for the day, how do we really feel? What do we really think about? And what do we need to attract to us? Or what do we need that's going to help us go to sleep at night, for real? Like all those energies that we wrestle with throughout the day, that was other people projecting onto us and things like that. But when we go to sleep, it's our energy. What do we need that's gonna help us go to sleep for the night? Your pop's house. Okay, okay, okay. What you got planned for the weekend? Probably go to what you be doing with your pops, bro? I'm glad he in your life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up with my father. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had a father to go watch the game with or this and the third. So I'm glad you get to see your pops, bro. What y'all be getting into? Alright, so next, I play the game. Boy, when I have my son, I'm busting my son on every game possible. He ain't even want to play games no more. He's like, man, I'm tired. My dad beat me every game. I don't care what it is, basketball, football, anything. That's when we got pop up. We got this anima and animus cards. The cards are logic and intuition. And so even with that one, it's the seeing beyond the mundane of what things usually are, and that's movement as dance, language as poetry, math as pattern. Saying, yes, there's this veil that's in front of us, but deeper and beyond that, more sophisticated version of it, a more sophisticated version of whatever that we're sitting here talking about, it looks like this. It's the same thing, but in this realm, when it's more sophisticated and more refined, what is it? The court by his house. Okay, I ain't have a mother. Man. And it's like I can kind of relate with that because it's like I grew up with my mom, but I feel like I ain't know her. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, they used to ask me certain stuff about my mom. I'm like, yo, I know how she move, I know what she might act and how she might say, but I don't really know my mom like that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with her every day. So I can kind of understand when you say I ain't have a mother. Being in a household like that and you're not connected with your parents, you feel like you don't know them, you feel like you ain't got that. But I understand that you do have a birth mother though. You just didn't grow up with her or what? Alright, next. I'll take this one. And this one is the Falcon. But I'm curious as to why you would say it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course you do have a birth mother, but why do you feel like you don't have a mother? Because I'll sit there and say, I got Miss Tanya, Sean, and now Vaughn. I got 3 spiritual mothers. None of them birthed me, but each one of you talk to them, they'll say, that's my godson. They'll talk to me and tell you, that's my son. You know what I'm saying? I have 3 spiritual mothers, and so I would say I would encourage you to be like that, but it's okay because every maternal figure I met was willing to embrace me. Like when you start to meet older women, they gonna understand that, yo, he's missing this type of love. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with my mom before. I said, yo, I don't feel like you gave me the love a mother should give her son. And daggone, you know what I'm saying? She was like, she ain't know how. She did the best she could with what she, you know what I'm saying, with what things were going on. I have respect for how she carried it. You know what I'm saying? When I heard more of the story. But when I told her that, and it's just like, as I grew up though, I just noticed how other older women, like were willing to give me that love. I was still able to receive that love. No, she was never in my life. My grandmother's my mother. Okay. Thank you for telling me, man. Thank you for telling me. And shout out to your grandma. Shout out to grandma for stepping up. And because your grandmother's gonna have a lot of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? She might do things a certain way, you know what I'm saying? She came up in a different time. And so you gotta make sure you gotta get her hip to how things are moving now, how the world's changing. But shout out to your grandma for stepping up, you know what I'm saying? Next we have the Falconer card. Now this is a card of, you see the compass here, direction. You send this Falcon up, the Falcon is able to see the storm coming. It can see that hill, that ditch. It sees all those pitfalls that may be coming up in front of you on your path. And it can chart that path for you, but you're on the ground. You're not flying. It's still up to you to take the necessary steps to get to where you gotta go and to reach your destination. The Falcon card is just making you aware of what's coming up. So we got the Intimate, we got this Logic and Intuition, and we got the Falcon card. And so these are the main ones that we need to embrace and embody for today. These are the ones that we need to embrace and embody for today. Now the next 6 are going to be external influences and factors, and I'm just going to pull those real quick to see what just comes out. But I see what energy wants to come with those as well. We got the Jester. This is the card of free speech. The King would carry the Jester because the Jester is the only one who's able to talk about the King. He's able to talk about the Queen. He's able to talk about society and make jokes and make fun of it. But it's the little truth behind every joke. So understand, when somebody joking you in a certain way and they're making jokes like hee hee ha ha, bitch, it's the little truth behind every joke. So watch the jokes and the things that people say. But with this card here, external influences and factors, that I always like to, with the Justice, that's a card of free speech. So just be mindful of the things that people can say to you, and just understand that whatever somebody's saying to you, sometimes they might be trying to impart some wisdom or some guidance or this and the third, boom, boom, boom. But sometimes some people just not feeling good, and they'll say some things that are not good towards you, and you got to have some discernment to say, you know what, that ain't for me, that's for them. They want to say this, they want to do that, that's for them, that ain't for me. Or if they saying some positive stuff, you know what I'm saying, you want to shoot that right back to them. Well, that's positive, I like that, you know what I'm saying. They might compliment you on your shirt, your shoes, your style, your swag, your personality, your charisma. You got to give it right back to them, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you keep spreading that love, and you keep stepping into that energy. But this is that card of free speech, and nobody's off limits when the Justice out here. Alright. Next, we got the Poet. Again, so with these two coming out, again, more speech. Speech and speech. A poet is going to make the mundane seem a little bit extraordinary. They, like the poets, when you read any type of poetry, it might spin it a certain way, but it might talk about something deep, it might talk about something superficial. And we also have the Angel card. Now this is a card of spiritual protection. A card of spiritual protection. And because the angel is looking at you like, yo, why you feeling sad? Why you just said it third, boom, boom, boom? Because the angel doesn't have feelings. But the angel understands that you as a human have feelings, and that's your weakness as a human. And so the angel will provide that protection for you. And with that, come over top of those speech cards, I would just say that just being mindful of how you talking and how other people are talking, because I'm just making sure that even for me, every day, the things I'm calling myself, the way I'm talking about myself, I asked Shorty, I said, what are you interested in? She said, me. I love that. I loved her confidence. I loved her for saying that. And I'm like, yo, a lot of people won't say that. If you had this, if somebody asked you, what do you love? You have to list down all the things you love. How long would it take for you to say, I love me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure that you're loving on yourself, making sure that even though you do have free speech and you can say whatever you want to say, you can say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do, but you're not free from the consequences of your actions. You're not free from the consequences of the things that you say. And so, alright, so that's what's coming to me for this. With this angel and both of these cards of this free speech, being able to ridicule and make a mockery of anything and everything, it has a satirical energy. And then the poet making the mundane seem extraordinary. And then you got the angel card here. I mean, it does say it in the Bible. It says you will be judged by the things you say. So be mindful of your speech. But remember, this is external influences and factors. So outside of you, other people can say and do whatever they want to do. You just be mindful of your speech. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, they said this and the third. I didn't say nothing. And sometimes Some people will say something to you just to see how you react. They want to see what you want to say. And when you don't say nothing, that starts to trigger stuff within them. Small interaction this morning, right? Small interaction. And it was so simple. It was nothing crazy, but my spiritual mother that I'm with right now, she said good morning. I was already in my head, I wanted to make sure I said good morning when I walked towards the kitchen, but I didn't. However, she already said good morning 5 seconds later. 5 seconds later, good morning. She said it again. And so I can already tell there's a little bit of anxiety, there's a little bit of impatience right there. But that energy is not for me, that energy is for her. And so, again, I still waited. I came around the corner. I said, I heard you. I was waiting until I got a little closer to you. You know what I'm saying? I was going to say good morning. And that's what I'm saying. It's something small, but don't allow the speech of others to dictate how you move or make you speed up. Somebody could be talking real fast, and that starts to get you antsy. Or somebody could be talking real slow, getting your attention, make you pay attention. So just be mindful of that. That's what's gonna come for that. All right, next one. These next three, and I move to the next deck. Do these ones. Boom. We got the siren popping out. Now the siren is a card of temptation. The siren can be this beautiful temptress or a seductive vixen. Either way, it depends on where you at in life and how, you know what I'm saying, and how it's gonna come about, but it's very appealing to you. And you gotta use the energy so that you don't succumb. Appreciate you, I'm glad you're receiving the message. You gotta be able to receive the energy, and if you can fall into a trap and get warped up into a lot of stuff, or you can say, hey, I'm looking at this message, I'm receiving this, and I want to use this energy to create something. And so that's always something to stand in and be on. That's something to just be mindful of. How can you spend, especially because it's going to get your attention. And when that it has your attention, it's always like, how can I be creative right now, rather than falling into a bad habit. All right, another card or speech here. Now with this one, you see that she has the helmet is covering her eyes, which means can't see. I can't see. Nothing y'all doing. I can't hear nothing you talking about. So what I'm saying is coming from me. What I'm thinking is coming from me. There's no blocking out the rest of this. Oh, y'all lucky I ain't got my shades on. If I had my shades on, it's like I'm blocking out the rest of that, so I can't pick up on your energy. I'm only putting out my energy. What's coming through on my intuition? Those thoughts, that free speech and that free mind from here. But this is truth and clarity, and speaking our own truth and clarity. And then last one, and this came out last night for me. It's the Sage card. And this is that past life card. Anything that you're going through now in this life, you already overcame in a past life. And so and it's always good to just, when you start to like, man, what the, you know, it's something that might pull you out of character or this and that third, boom, boom, boom. Because you might not be understanding what's going on, but then you're like, man, I've already did this in a past life. I'm just here in this life to do it again, overcome it again, and keep moving and get a little further along my path than I did the last time. Last time I might have tapped out at this point. You know what? You know what I'm saying? I already done been through and overcame so much. And so that's that last one. That's the energy behind this sage here. That's the energy behind that sage. Now, but the ones that was for us, those were external influencing factors. Okay. And now when I bring it back, the energy that was for us, these are the main three for us. Being able to, you got the logic, intuition. And so sometimes intuitively something will tell you, hey, let me go do this. Let me go talk to this person. Let me get on and do boom. And so like today I just finished posting my music video short. But I had started it 2 days ago. The first day, I got wrapped up. They was trying to this and that, third, boom, boom, boom. And then I didn't. It took one day for me to just get the cigar. Yesterday, I was on the live. You saw me, and I was doing it. And then they was like, "Hey, can you help such and such move?" And this and that, third, boom. I was like, "All right, boom, let me do that." You know what I'm saying? But then I got up today. I'm like, "All right, I'm setting out today. I have a goal, and this I'm gonna do this." And so today I was able to sit down, get I painted the shirt. Painted the leather shirt, got everything done that I needed to get done. And then I sat there, I was like, fine, that's finally off my brain. It's not gonna be sitting there worrying me. I'm not gonna be thinking about this every no more, you know what I'm saying? That's what you really trying to do. All the stuff that's on your brain, like, man, why I gotta say this, why I gotta do this, that, boom, boom. It's like clearing all of that out so that you can get to the new part. And so once I did all that, and I took a shower and was like, go do a tarot read. It just hit me like, go do a read. So I'm like, all right, bet, let me just come up here and let me do a read. And so you got to be able to do that so that you can sleep well at night. At the end of the night, when I go to sleep tonight, I'm like, I did this, I did everything my intuition told me to do. I did everything my intuition told me to do so I can sleep at night and I'm moving forward along my path. And so that's how it resonates with me, and it's gonna resonate with you a different way. Some might be telling you to go drink some water. Some might be telling you to go take a walk. Some might be telling you to go play ball. Some might be telling you to work out. Some might be telling you to read a book. It's gonna be bothering you for like days and days and days, and just keep hitting you until you finally do it. And so this is that getting it done, listening to your intuition, especially for stuff that's like, you know, it's positive or healthy for you, or you know that's like it's gonna expand your mind. Reading, doing some art, or picking up a new skill. Even if you're just on YouTube and even if you just do a little bit towards it, like I'm gonna just go research this. Like, so I know when I get off this today, I want to buy me a plot of land. I'm just gonna embrace the energy. It's not about having the money for it, but I'm just gonna embrace the energy and look for plots of land. And I want a plot of land near water. I want it to be secluded. And I'm gonna build a house on top of that land. And I thought about Clash of Clans. Because it's like, if you're going to build a house, where would you build it at? On what part of the land? Well, if you play Clash of Clans, you know you're going to build everything that's important to you, you put it right in the middle. Because when they come raid your stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hard to get to it. Anything that's on the edge can easily be snatched up and grabbed. It's stuff like that. But that already lets me know, like, I was already thinking like that. Now it's like, it's just keep embracing that energy. And so, all right, let's jump into the tarot part. Let's jump into this tarot part. All right, it's daytime. The sun blessing me right now. The sun, Ra. Bless, bless, bless. Already got 2 wands. Already got some fire energy right there. Wands and wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm going to put those back in there, but a ton of fire energy right there. I'm just sitting up under the sun, soaking it in. All right. Well, it's a lot of energy about to come out today. It's a lot of energy about to come out today, but let's see. First one we want to clarify is the intimate card. First one we want to clarify is this intimate card. Again, that is whatever. Once you remove the mask, you take off the clothes, you take off that title of a student, a teacher, a son, a daughter, this and a third, and it's just you, your soul, yourself, your subconscious. That's when you really start to receive, like, okay, what it is that's going to help you sleep at night. All right, so what is the energy for today? What is the advice? All right, we got the Queen of Cups. This is the Court card. Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And that's beautiful. That's nice to come up with this. It's a court card. It could represent a person, whether that's energy that we need to embody. We don't look at the gender of it. It's the energy behind it. And this is a very nurturing, caring energy. We're coming up with that intimate card. And so that's beautiful. That's nice. Let's see what else wants to come out. Next, we're clarifying the anima and animus card, that logic, intuition, and just seeing things in a little more refined, professional, or classy way. For me, what's come to me is like what the boy said to me. He called me yesterday. Whether he said it in conversation, and so he called me an art historian, and that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me 2 other artists to go research and look into. And so it's in my journal. I still gotta go look into those artists because I got sticky notes because they weren't copying me recording, but and so I was writing a whole bunch of stuff that they were saying down. But he gave me at least 2 or 3 artists I can go look into, and so again, it's even instead of calling myself an artist, when people ask you like, who are you or what are you? What do you do? I'm an art historian. That's a new title to add on to my thing, you know what I'm saying? Studying art, the progression of it. Because art is everything. Art is everything. So say I'm an art historian, I'm studying everything. But let's see what this comes up. Alright, we got another court card. It's the Page of Wands. Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, so it's some fire energy. And again, with the Anima Animus card, it's that taking action. And being able to... And it's just taking action. And now the thing is, though, is that you need to go ahead and actually do it. Because you see how he's just marveling at the wand. It's like, man, I got all this power, or I have this creativity. I have this gift, skill, talent. I know I should be using it more often. With a page here, page could represent some type of communication, but it's also sometimes a younger energy. And just being able to play, I like the definition that somebody said. It said, creativity is the ability to have fun. Creativity is just the ability to have fun. Like when I was drawing the Charizard on the leather shirt, I had one spray can and I sprayed it up there and I was like, oh shoot, I don't like that. I ain't like it. It was supposed to give it like this rusty look, but it came out looking dusty. So I was like, shoot, I don't like it. But keep going, and I was like, well, I can cover it up. It's just paint, and I got a different color. I grabbed some pink, and I said, boom, boom. It just added another effect, but it's just like, keep having fun, keep creating, and there's no mistake. And if you do make a mistake, it's like, okay, well, what do I got to do to correct it or fix it? Just having fun. And so that way you're never going to be frustrated. It's always just going to be, okay, I'm just going to have some more fun with this. I did this, but that led me to go do what next? And now we got the Falcon card. Making sure that we get to our destination. There's going to be a couple of pitfalls, a couple of storms. There may be something up ahead. Nothing that we can't navigate through or around. And so the energy coming up with that one. We got the Lovers. Now the Lovers came out last night when I was reading as well. Now with the Lovers, it could represent a relationship. But I don't always focus on that. It's a commitment. And committing to our path, committing to our journey, committing to our progress. And that's I'm gonna take that one right there. But we do have 2 court cards. There were 2 court cards, and so it was kind of cool. We did have, and these could represent people. So we got the Queen, that's that water energy. We got this Page right here, and that's this fire energy. I like that. That's that water and fire. That water and fire, boom. And then with, you see these 2 here, being they're gonna have to climb this mountain. They're gonna be guided, but we're gonna have to climb that mountain together. All right, bet, let's keep moving. All right, now we're gonna move to the shadow deck. Already at the bottom of the shadow deck, direction, change, movement, forward. All right, so let's see. First one's with clarifying. There go that 7 of Pentacles. First one with clarifying is the Intimate and the Queen of Cups. What is the energy for today? What is the advice? Alright. Things to be aware of. You see the devil. Again, here's the 2 people here. You see the 2 people there. Not only that, there's the devil, there's this temptation, that lustful energy, but we also had that siren up here, so okay, something to be aware of. And with clarifying in the Queen of Cups though, because the devil is that's temptation, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that's attractive to it. So the Queen of Cups, clarified by the devil, just be careful, because you might get what you want. You might get who you want. They might look how you want them to look. But you gotta, I like how, like in the joint I was reading it, he was like, the way y'all wash your hands, that's like washing the outside of a cup. That's cool. But what's on the inside? So that's the part that's really that's the part that's gonna make you stay or leave. Somebody can clearly look good and that's gonna pull you in. But the way they talk, the way they move, how they act, that's gonna make you stay or that's gonna make you leave. All right, next one we're clarifying is the animus and the page of wands. And the page of wands. Now we got the two of cups. So this is balance here too. And again, like even here, how you saw like the angel over top, the angel over top, the two people. Hermes over top, the two people. Balance. I'm loving that. Nah, I'm loving that. Even the reason I'm saying that is just like with the balance, that two of cups, even how you see like this night and day here, and then even before what was coming up, the Queen of Cups and Page of Wands, that was water and fire, those two as well. So I love the balanced energy that's coming out here. Or the energy that may need to be balanced. Alright, next. We got the Falcon and the Lovers. The Falcon and the Lovers. Alright, let's go. And clarifying that. So we got water, fire, earth popped up, and now air. Knight of Swords. So it's on air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this is rushing in. You know what I'm saying? Any of the nights I always consider as, what do I consider? As inconsiderate. Because they're just gonna move forward and charge ahead with the ideas that they have. And so that's what I'm saying. Coming up with this one, moving forward, charging ahead on that path and on that direction. That's cool. That's all right. That's all right. That's good. So, water, fire. Well, it's two water, and a little bit of earth, a little bit of air. There go that sun right there. There go that sun popping up right there. So, nice. Let's keep moving. All right, let's move to the playtime deck. There it is. Let's move to that playtime deck. Move to the playtime deck. Let's add a little fun to this. All right, so let's see. The Intimate, Queen of Cups, and the Devil. I did shuffle, and it wants to just come back out. Here's the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands again. Some more. All right, more fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. Now with the Seven of Wands, though, that's a card of protecting what you are building and creating. And so for me, I'm building up my YouTube channel, and it was just like when I walked into the cigar emporium the other day, they watching my stuff at 7:30, they watching everything, and I had to stand my ground. You know what I'm saying? I had to say, nah, this is what I'm creating. This is what I'm doing. This is the image that I'm projecting. This is who I am. This is what makes this everything I created. This is what makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue doing that. And so, whatever you're creating, whatever that you're passionate about, what keeps you happy, you stand on that hill. Sometimes you gonna have to stand on that hill by yourself and protect it. Because if you don't, who will? Who's gonna work harder for you for your dreams? Who's gonna work harder for you for the life that you want to live? Is somebody gonna live that life for you? No, you want to live that life. So you got to be able to protect it. You got to be able to stand up for it. And that's what the Seven of Wands is. Even if that's a person, that person could, even if this is another person, whoever that energy is going to reside with, because it's that intimate card, whatever helps them sleep at night, nurturing energy, and then protective as well. Protective as well. Tempting and protective. All right, next. With the anima is the page of wand and the two of cups. Dang, the sun went out. All right, fire is taking over. Now we got the 9 of wands. And so more Aries, Leo, Sag. Now with the 9 of wands, like I was already telling you, I'm building my house. I built my house so many times in my head. If I show you my journal, I'll show you all the sketches I got for, oh, I want my house to look like this, now I want it to look like this, now I want it to look like this. Then built it up, and now this is that card of, you gotta push. You're at the 9. You know what I'm saying? 9 is a cyclic number. It takes 9 steps for any manifestation to come forth. It takes 9 months to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? It takes 9 months. The cyclic 9. If you add 9 to any number, it comes right back to that number. For example, 9 plus 4 is 13. 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. It gets right back to 4. 9 plus 27 is 36. 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. 36, 3 plus 6 is 9. And so 9 is that cyclic number, but you gotta push forward. You gotta push forward to get to that 10 of wands. And even though 10 of wands is a heavy burden, it's that new start, like you built up this new life. All right, and I'm gonna put it back in. Make sure I put it up right there. You see that Queen of Wands there? It's a ton of fire now. But I'm a fire sign anyway. So next one, last one we're clarifying is the Falcon, Lovers, and that Knight of Swords. So it wasn't too much air energy. Fire took over. We had that 2 water, 1 earth, and 1, well, double confirmation. The Knight of Swords again. Knight of Swords. That's beautiful, yo. That's awesome. And then you got the star right here at the bottom of that, wish fulfillment. If this is a connection, if this is talking about a connection, just in case, if it's gonna be, if it is what, because I don't like when the other time reads like a love reading, but if this is a partnership connection reading, do see it happening here in the sense that another night. So you got 2 nights, air, energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but 2 nights charging forward with the ideas that they have, and they on this path and they're on their direction. This connection here, you see the 2 nights and this connection moving forward towards their abundance, staying on their path. And then even here, it was the Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, fire and water. You got the Devil here. It was a tempting offer. But then you see the 7 of Wands, you see the 9 of Wands, and then we even had the partnership here. So it was going to be like a partnership, relationship type of love reading. Then you do see Queen of Cups, Page of Wands. You saw the 2 of Cups right there. It was the Lovers, and then we had both of them charging right on ahead. All right, let's see. Finishing up. Last deck, the love deck. It's a good shuffle. So with the love deck, first 2 cards I read intuitively. Alright, good. Battery going out, but I got my charger with me. First 2 cards I read intuitively. Last one I read from the book because I like the question that it has. Alright. First row is the energy that needs to be let go of. Ooh, you see the companion. 15, 6. 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. That does speak. 6 is a stable number, especially for harmonious relationships within the household. That companion. That's energy that needs to be let go of. And so with that being the energy that needs to be let go of, I generally say that sometimes you gotta let go of certain people. You gotta let go of certain connections. When the boy Jesus looked at him, he said, "Follow me." The guy said, "I gotta bury my father first." You gotta go by the wayside. He said, "You gotta give up that life. You gotta give up everything if you're gonna follow me." And so sometimes when you're on your path towards your abundance, there are just gonna be certain people. You see if they're limiting you, and if there's something that clearly makes you happy, and you're headed out, and it ain't hurting nobody, and you know that, like, man, this is what makes me happy. I wish I could do more of this in my day and more of this in my life. And you got somebody that's like, yo, trying to stop you from doing that. It's like, yo, that may be a person that may not be in line with your higher self and your best good. And so that's just something to be aware of. But there's certain people that gotta be let go. I had to let go of my family. You know what I'm saying? That's actual blood. And certain friends, they kept trying to keep me as a teacher. And I said, son, you see how creative I am? I'm more creative than you. Why the heck would I lock my mind up inside of a box for 10 hours you know what I'm saying? No. I'd rather commit my day to creating art. But it's just certain people and connections that just don't align with your higher self. All right, next one, the energy that needs to be kept. You got, I already said 27 earlier. 27, this is another 9 here. And it is the liberator, continuing to free ourselves. And then one more. Another 6, 24. 6, and it is the lover. We already, and as you kind of see, we already had the lover pop up here. And you already saw the 2 of Cups there, so let's see what the lover has to say. And this is the energy that needs to be learned. So I'm gonna see what the question is, and I'm gonna read it from the book. And it's another 6. It's another 6. And that's, like I always said, that's a stable number for relationships and connections. Harmonious number. 24. The lover. The deepening. I don't know if you've been watching, like, I don't know if y'all can hear, but it's been cars zooming and zipping past. And as soon as I pulled this card to go read this, it got quiet. The deepening of feelings and attachments are indicated, as well as the opportunity for freedom. You just saw the liberator come out. And adventure. To love is to become passionate about a person, goal, or entity. And when emotions are raised to the level of love, we can sometimes lose ourselves in the process. Man, what came to mind with that? Because sometimes they be talking about having these rose-colored glasses on, and you can't see a person for who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Because you just be so up in your head. But they be saying and doing certain things that be doing if they said it, if somebody else that you wasn't attracted to or didn't love said the same and did the same certain things, you would act totally different to this person. But because you just up in love, you got these rose-colored glasses on, you looking at them, you letting stuff slide. And so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just lose yourself, you get lost in love. Love is indicated, but be wary that obsessions do not come into play. Now, we saw obsessions do not come into play. We had the devil here, and we had the siren. Making sure obsessions don't come into play. The lover appreciates the beauty of life and of love. They dedicate themselves to following their emotions and prioritizing their feelings with a verve for adventure and daring. Often, this gets them in trouble, but they usually bounce back. The question: What do you love about yourself, and how can you express this? What do you love about yourself, and how can you express this? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. So I love my creative mind. I love my creative thoughts. I love my creative vision. How do I express this? You're seeing those YouTube shorts. The thumbnail for today came from my YouTube shorts, so please make sure you check that out. It's already got a good response so far, so I'm loving that. I have a good eye, a good ear for music too. Like, so for instance, what I'm going to be focusing on now is like, especially like some of the music videos. Like sometimes there's a good part to a song, and there's a part of a song that you like, but I just be feeling like, I thought Apple Music, that was a bit too much. But when Kanye dropped the stem player, I actually want a stem player now. At first, I was like, I didn't understand it. This ain't third boom boom. But if you could mash up a song to make it sound how you want it to sound, and just playing with it in that DJ sense, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I want a stem player now. I would be going crazy with that jump, bro. I want a stem player now, man. I don't know. I gotta manifest that somehow. Give me a stem player. Stem player, stem player, stem player. I need the stem player. I'm desiring the stem player. I'm desiring a plot of land near water, secluded. I gotta start making more. I'm desiring a plot of land near water, maybe a lake that I can fish in. A lake I can fish in. Am I desiring a lake house? That's stem player. But I'm getting off track. That's why my book is called Tangential Thoughts. When I'm doing, like, so if you listen to the last short, that I posted on YouTube, you'll see that I didn't use the whole audio as is. And so when sometimes I got a good, when I said, the whole point I'm trying to make is I got a good ear for music. And sometimes when I'm listening to music, there's only certain parts of a song I want to hear or listen to. When in my other short, I just used future verse. I didn't want to hear nobody else. I said, give me the chorus, give me future verse, and just the chorus, and that's it. That's all I like from the song, and that's the hottest part of the song. That's all I'm using, and that's what I'm doing with my YouTube shorts from now on. Whatever song it is, whatever audio I want to add to it, I like this part. I like this part of the song. I like this part of the song. I'm cutting off this parts of the song. I'm only using that. I'm just big on that, man. I'm big on favorites. Like when my lease ended with my car, I really just love my mind. Like even when I stepped out into the jank and I started living on my car, I waited until the last day until I had to move into my car. Like my lease ended and I moved into my car. If it couldn't fit in the Jeep, it wasn't coming with me. So what does that force you to do? Well, only the things that really matter to you, the only thing that you really love. So like right now I got all the stuff that I really do cherish and love, like, or that I really care about. Certain sweaters, here, Goodwood can have them. But this sweater, no, this is like my favorite sweater. This is like my favorite sweater. This is my favorite sweater. What do I like about it? And so I'm glad I'm doing my reading with one of my favorite sweaters on. I guess I like the mashup. This reminds me of thunder and electricity almost, that part that go right there. I guess it's just a tie-dye sweater, but I really love it. Well, that's what I love about myself. So I love my mind, my creative mindset. And but me saying I love my mind is so, how do I say? Me saying I love my mind. Everything stems from the mind. Because if I'm going to say that I love my gifts, skills, talents, and abilities, my mind allows me to, how do I say? My mind allows me to master those. And I love my ability to teach. And I'm always teaching through my action, through my word. I learned how to crochet. You know what I'm saying? Doing this. I learned how to fish. I've learned how to edit my music videos. So those are some things that I love about myself and how I've been able to express them. But, oh, thank you for the light. Thank you for the light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the light. And so that was the question. That was the last question. The question is, what do you love about yourself and how can you express this? So if I say I love my confidence and my charisma, again, I'm expressing that through all the art that I'm creating. I step outside of that. Anything that I'm saying, anything I'm saying I'm love, you can see what I love through the art that I make. So I'm gonna say I love my art. I love my art. Because if I say I love my style, you see my style in my art. And everything even the things that I'll be wearing in the things that the music video mashups I'm doing, I'm painting on those. I'm putting my art on those. The last one, I put Charizard on it. I put Charizard on the guitar. I put Charizard on the leather jacket. I love Pokemon, so let me say that. I love Pokemon, and you see that's coming up. I love cartoons. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on my cartoon. I got that one episode. I need to do another episode because I got the Ninja Turtles, and I got AIM, so I need to do another episode. I don't know what they want to do, and I got a motorcycle, so it's just I don't know. I gotta figure that out. What do I want them to do? That's gonna be epic. When I sit down and do that, and make another episode of my cartoon and put the script down. Okay, like, oh, this was about to happen. It gotta be, and it's gonna be super short because the YouTube shorts are only 1 minute. And but I already got him speaking Italian, so I'm gonna have to learn some more Italian. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me pause a second. So we'll see what the next episode is about. Well, I gotta think. First episode, they pulled him out the water. The next episode, I don't even think it has to connect to the first one, right? They just random episodes. They just mini clips. My cartoon. So now I gotta sit there and work on that. I already got the playlist set up for my. Oh, that's Ernest right there. It's Pastor right there. I don't know what he was trying to say to me. I already got the playlist set up. So I just gotta start putting little shorts together for the cartoon world. Alright, this has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your chief. Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits. Thank you so much for your time and your patient attention, and I'll see you on the next episode.